Peace to everyone out there who is tuned in. Right now, let's talk about the challenges that you face and why they're there and how you can use them to your advantage to guide you in the right direction. Now, as a creator, you have free will. And the reason why I begin by highlighting that fact is because whenever that you're having an experience of something that is not so desirable, a challenge in your life, you can do either one or two things. You can choose to label that as a problem or an issue and resist it, and therefore vibrate in harmony with that, and therefore attract all like vibrational experiences into your life, and at the same time make that situation that you're already having worse. Or you can use your free will to look at that challenge from the perspective of that challenge being a gift to you, a form of guidance that you can use to move you in the right direction and create a more favorable outcome and a more favorable circumstance as it relates to that area of life. And that last part is very important. Whenever that you're experiencing a challenge, you want to label what area of life that you're experiencing that challenge in, because this is guidance from your higher self telling you what area of life it is that you most need to work on. And the idea is that your challenges are gifts that are giving you guidance about how you can change yourself or change something that you have been doing or something that you have not been doing in order to create something new, to create a more favorable outcome in that area. A prime example would be, say if you had just started weightlifting and you're very weak physically, and you lay down to do a bench press for the first time, and you find out that you can barely lift the bar, 45-pound bar, you can barely lift it, right? Instead of resisting it, instead of beating yourself up and being hard on yourself and resisting that experience, if you look at it as a challenge that you are powerful enough to overcome, what would be the outcome instead is you'll probably be guided to put a plate on each side, right? So if you can only push out 5 reps with a bar, just the bar by itself, you might be guided to, okay, put one 25-pound plate on each side and only push out 2 reps. If you could barely lift the bar, after those 2 reps with 25 plates on each side, guess what? You're gonna have reached your limit, and your body is going to tell you by the soreness, by the fatigue, by you not being able to do anything else. But guess what? At the same time, your body is a natural alchemist that is teaching you a lesson if you tune in. Because after you push out those 2 reps with the 25 plates, you're going to become stronger. Your body is going to transform and alchemize that pain into progress, and you're going to become the more physically strong version of yourself. So after you take those actions, use that guidance and take those actions consistently. Maybe for a whole week, you'll go for your bench press, you'll push out 2 reps. Guess what? When you take those plates off after 2 weeks or maybe even a week, when you take those plates off, guess what? You're gonna be, when you was able to only do 5 a week before, you will be able to do 10 straight reps with just the bar only, right? And that's progress. And from that initial challenge, seeing that challenge as a challenge and as a gift, that you can demonstrate to yourself how powerful you are by overcoming, by looking at it like that and following your guidance to become the stronger version of yourself, doing something different, to be somebody different. You have just overcome that challenge, and you did exactly what I'm outlining right now. You used your challenge as a springboard to move you in the right direction. You used your challenge as guidance to become the physically stronger version of yourself. And this translates to all areas of life in which you may have a challenge. This is just guidance that is telling you which direction to move in. Because when you're facing a challenge, 9 times out of 10, what you really desire is the opposite of what you're experiencing in that area. So therefore, instead of complaining about it, giving your power away by complaining about it, by being hard on yourself for not being where you want to be, instead use that undesirable experience, that challenge, as fuel to move you in the right direction. A lot of people experience that very hard when they have a heartbreak, or because, and the kind of heartbreak that I'm speaking about is particularly when you have a partner that doesn't honor you, doesn't give you the love that you feel like you deserve, just because you're not yet at a level in life where they want you to be. So when that person parts ways with you, you say, okay, I'm a show them. They really wanted to treat me like that. All right, I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna use this social challenge in a breakup to propel me in the right direction in all areas of life. In response, I'm going to get my money right. In response, I'm going to get my body right. In response, I'm going to allow myself space and time to get over it. But after that, I'm going to level up. And that's that is using your challenge as a gift, to use as a springboard to move you to that version of yourself who you really want to be in your heart, and to move you towards those experiences that you really want to have. Because those people who had those breakups and then they decide to be the best version of themselves, guess what? They meet a partner that is in alignment with that. And therefore, where they had a shitty partner previously that didn't support them, now they attract, once they're in love with themselves, once they are feeling good about themselves, they attract that partner that's more compatible with them as a soul being. So the main takeaway is that you have the power to transform your pain into progress, and your least desirable experiences into highly favorable and highly desired ones. Y'all stay good, stay empowered, and keep winning and grinning.